Life hits hard. You fall. But how you react defines everything. Are you fighting a losing battle or finding power in stillness? This is for those who refuse to break. Life rarely unfolds exactly as we plan. We set intentions, work tirelessly, and build dreams, only to be met with unexpected detours, crushing disappointments, or outright failures. In these moments, our raw, unfiltered reactions often dictate our next steps, leading us down paths of anger, despair, or futile resistance. But what if there was another way? What if the true measure of wisdom wasn't in how loudly we fought back, but in how profoundly we understood the nature of what was happening and chose a path of inner strength that transcended the need for external victory? This script explores 5 common, often instinctual, reactions when life doesn't go our way, and then reveals the profound wisdom of choosing silence, not as surrender, but as a powerful act of inner alignment that leads to true liberation. We will delve into the Buddhist teachings of impermanence, _anicca_, detachment, _upekka_, and the wisdom that transcends the need to win, guiding you towards a peace that remains unshaken, regardless of external circumstances. When faced with adversity, our minds often default to familiar, yet often unhelpful, patterns. Let's examine 5 common reactions and their underlying drivers. 1. The fighter, aggressive resistance, and blame. Reaction: this person meets misfortune with anger, frustration, and a fierce determination to fight back against perceived injustices. They blame external circumstances, other people, or even fate itself. Their energy is directed outwards, often in loud protests, arguments, or relentless efforts to force a different outcome. They believe that if they just push hard enough, life will bend to their will. Buddhist lens, dosa, hatred/aversion, and mana. Conceit: this reaction is fueled by _dosa_, hatred or aversion, towards unpleasant experiences, and _mana_, conceit or ego, that believes it can control everything. This person clings to the idea of a fixed self that must always be victorious. This constant struggle creates more suffering, as it goes against the fundamental truth of _anicca_, impermanence, that everything changes and nothing can be fully controlled. Example: after being unexpectedly laid off from a job he loved, Mark became consumed by rage. He spent months railing against his former company, organizing protests, and threatening lawsuits, convinced that he had been unfairly targeted. His anger, while understandable, prevented him from moving forward or finding new opportunities. 2. The victim, helplessness and self-pity. Reaction: in contrast to the fighter, the victim responds to adversity with a sense of helplessness and self-pity. They see themselves as powerless pawns of fate, constantly wronged by others or by life itself. They withdraw, complain, and seek sympathy, believing that their suffering is unique and insurmountable. This reaction often leads to a spiral of despair and inaction. Buddhist lens, moha, delusion, and dukkha. Suffering: this reaction is rooted in _moha_, delusion, about one's own agency, and _dukkha_, suffering, that is amplified by a fixed, negative self-perception. The victim clings to the narrative of their own powerlessness, which prevents them from seeing possibilities for change or growth. This self-identification with suffering reinforces the cycle of _samsara_. Example: when her long-term relationship ended, Emily retreated into herself. She refused to see friends, stopped pursuing her hobbies, and spent her days replaying every painful memory, convinced that she was destined to be alone and that happiness was not for her. 3. The denier, escapism and avoidance. Reaction: the denier attempts to escape the unpleasant reality by ignoring it, distracting themselves, or living in a fantasy world. They might immerse themselves in excessive entertainment, substance abuse, or superficial activities that numb the pain and prevent them from confronting the truth. This is a strategy of avoidance, hoping that if they don't acknowledge the problem, it will simply disappear. Buddhist lens, tanha, craving, and avijja. Ignorance. This reaction is driven by tanha craving for pleasure and comfort, and avijja ignorance of the reality of suffering. By constantly seeking distraction, the denier avoids the necessary confrontation with their inner state, preventing any genuine healing or transformation. This perpetuates the cycle of craving and dissatisfaction. Example: faced with mounting financial debt, John started spending all his free time playing video games and watching movies. He avoided opening bills, ignored calls from creditors, and pretended everything was fine, even as his situation spiraled out of control. 4. The fixer, obsessive control and planning. Reaction: when life doesn't go their way, the fixer responds by attempting to exert even more control. They become obsessive planners, meticulously analyzing every detail, creating elaborate contingency plans, and trying to micromanage every aspect of their lives and the lives of those around them. They believe that if they can just anticipate every problem and control every variable, they can prevent future misfortunes. Buddhist lens, ditthi, clinging to views and mana. Conceit. This reaction is a manifestation of ditthi clinging to views about how things should be and mana conceit that believes it can perfectly orchestrate reality. This constant need for control creates immense anxiety and frustration, as it goes against the inherent unpredictability of life and the truth of anicca impermanence. It's a futile attempt to impose order on chaos. Example: after a health scare, Sarah became consumed with controlling every aspect of her diet, exercise, and daily routine. She meticulously tracked every calorie, every step, and every hour of sleep, becoming rigid and anxious, unable to relax or enjoy spontaneous moments, convinced that any deviation would lead to disaster. 5. The complainer, chronic dissatisfaction and negativity. Reaction: the complainer responds to life's challenges with chronic dissatisfaction and negativity. They constantly find fault, express grievances, and focus on what's wrong rather than what's right. Their conversations are filled with complaints about their circumstances, other people, or the unfairness of life. This constant negativity creates a toxic environment for themselves and those around them. Buddhist lens, dosa, aversion, and miccha ditthi. Wrong view. This reaction is driven by dosa aversion towards any perceived imperfection and miccha ditthi wrong view that life is inherently flawed or unfair. This constant focus on negativity reinforces a distorted perception of reality, preventing the development of samadithi right view, and the ability to find peace and contentment amidst challenges. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy of misery. Example: no matter what good things happened in his life, Tom always found something to complain about. A promotion came with more responsibility, a sunny day was too hot, a delicious meal was too expensive. His constant complaining pushed people away, leaving him feeling isolated and perpetually unhappy. Bridge to wisdom, the power of unconditional acceptance. These 5 reactions, while seemingly different, all share a common thread: resistance to what is. They are attempts to control, deny, or escape the inherent impermanence and unpredictability of life. But what if the greatest strength lies not in fighting, but in accepting? What if true power comes from understanding that life will not always go our way, and finding peace in that profound truth? Ancient wisdom teaches us that the path to liberation begins not with changing external circumstances, but with transforming our internal relationship to them. It's about choosing silence, not as surrender, but as a profound act of unconditional acceptance that allows us to navigate life's storms with unwavering inner peace. A Buddhist perspective. The core of our suffering when life doesn't go our way lies in our resistance to anicca impermanence, and our clinging to fixed notions of how things should be. We crave control, certainty, and pleasant experiences, and when these are absent, we react with aversion, delusion, and attachment. The Buddhist path offers a profound framework for understanding and transcending these reactions, leading us towards a state of upekkha detachment/equanimity, and a wisdom that doesn't need to win. Anicca, impermanence, the fundamental truth. The teaching of anicca is central to understanding why our reactions to life's challenges often lead to suffering. Everything in existence, from our thoughts and feelings to our relationships and circumstances, is constantly changing. Nothing is permanent. When we resist this fundamental truth, when we cling to what is pleasant or push away what is unpleasant, we create dukkha suffering. Recognizing impermanence allows us to loosen our grip on expectations and find peace in the flow of life. Upekkha, detachment/equanimity, the path to inner freedom. Upekkha is pacto about indifference or apathy. It is about cultivating equanimity, a balanced and peaceful mind that remains undisturbed by the ups and downs of life. It means letting go of our clinging to outcomes, our aversion to discomfort, and our identification with fleeting experiences. When we practice upekkha, we observe our reactions without judgment, understanding that they are also impermanent. This allows us to respond skillfully rather than react impulsively. It is the wisdom of choosing silence, not as a sign of weakness, but as a testament to inner strength and freedom from the need to control or win. Prajna, without victory, wisdom that doesn't need to win. This concept is a direct result of understanding anicca and practicing upekkha. When we realize that external victories are fleeting and that true peace comes from within, the need to always be right, to always win, or to always have things go our way dissolves. This wisdom recognizes that true strength lies in inner peace and resilience, not in external dominance or control. It is the profound understanding that sometimes the most powerful response is no response at all, a calm, centered presence that observes without judgment and acts with clarity, not reaction. The way forward, cultivating inner resilience. To navigate life when it doesn't go your way, and to choose silence without surrendering, cultivate these practices. 1. Embrace impermanence. Anicca, consciously remind yourself that everything changes. When faced with a difficult situation, acknowledge its impermanence. This helps loosen the grip of attachment and aversion. 2. Practice equanimity. Upekkha, observe your reactions to unpleasant situations without judgment. Notice the anger, frustration, or sadness, but don't identify with them. Let them arise and pass. Cultivate a balanced mind that is not swayed by external events. 3. Cultivate right mindfulness. Sammasati, be fully present with whatever is happening, without trying to change it. This allows you to see the situation clearly, without the distortions of your reactive mind. When you are mindful, you can choose your response rather than being driven by impulse. 4. Develop wisdom. Prajna, engage in self-inquiry. Ask yourself, what is truly happening here? What is my attachment to a particular outcome? What can I learn from this? This deeper understanding leads to insights that transcend the need for external validation or victory. 5. Choose silence as strength. When faced with a challenging situation, pause before reacting. Take a deep breath. Observe the urge to fight, flee, or complain. In that moment of silence, You create space for a wise and compassionate response to emerge, rather than a reactive one. This silence is not weakness. It is the fertile ground for true power. In the face of life's inevitable storms, when the world demands a reaction, a fight, a complaint, what if the most revolutionary act is to simply be still? What if the true victory lies not in conquering the external world, but in mastering the internal landscape of your own mind? If you're ready to explore the profound power of silence and wisdom that doesn't need to win, share this message. Let's learn to navigate life's currents with unwavering inner peace. Namaste.